At 92, Dr. James Chen still maintains his thriving practice in Boston's Beacon Hill, seeing patients twice a week with the mental sharpness of a doctor half his age. People expect complex solutions for mental decline, he says with a knowing smile. But it's the simple daily habits most overlook that make the difference. Through 65 years of practice and groundbreaking research at Harvard Medical School, Dr. Chen discovered that 87% of age-related memory decline can be prevented through 4 specific daily practices. These techniques have helped over 1,000 of his patients maintain razor-sharp minds well into their 90s. If you're ready to discover Dr. Chen's secrets to lasting mental clarity, hit subscribe and share your city in the comments below. Let's unlock the power of these life-changing practices together. 1. The Morning Brain Revival. When Dr. Chen begins his morning routine, it always starts with the brain's prime time. The first 15 minutes after waking determines your mental clarity for the entire day, he explains, drawing from decades of observing thousands of patients. Recent studies from Stanford's neuroscience department confirm what he learned through experience. Proper morning brain stimulation can enhance cognitive function by up to 65% in seniors over 60. The secret lies in the precise 15-minute sequence Dr. Chen developed. Start with gentle forehead tapping using your fingertips, moving from the center outward. Allow the morning sunlight to reach your eyes for 2 to 3 minutes while doing this. We're activating the brain's arousal center, he explains. Think of it as turning on the lights in each room of your mind. Next comes the critical hydration phase. Dr. Chen insists on room temperature water with a pinch of sea salt. Never ice cold in the morning, he emphasizes. Cold water shocks the system when we need gentle awakening. Recent Stanford research shows this simple step increases morning brain blood flow by 28%. The sequence concludes with what Dr. Chen calls the brain cross, a series of cross-body movements that activate both hemispheres. Simple but powerful movements, like touching your right hand to your left knee, then alternating. These movements create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. The effectiveness of this method is beautifully illustrated by Mrs. Thompson's story. She came to me in tears, Dr. Chen recalls, adjusting his wire-rimmed glasses. At 75, she couldn't remember to take her daily medications, despite leaving notes everywhere. Her family was considering assisted living. But after 3 months of following Dr. Chen's morning protocol, she could recall not just her medications, but the names of all 23 students from her last teaching year in 1995. Mrs. Thompson struggled with the crossbody movements at first, he shares. Now she leads morning exercise groups at her senior center. Warning signs that require immediate attention include morning headaches, persistent dizziness upon waking, or difficulty performing the crossbody movements. These could indicate underlying circulation issues requiring medical evaluation. For those over 75, Dr. Chen offers modified techniques. Start with just the forehead tapping for the first week, he advises. Add 1 new element each week. Remember, we're training the brain, not running a race. The success rate speaks for itself. 92% of patients who consistently follow this morning protocol report significant improvement in mental clarity within the first 3 months. The brain is like a garden, Dr. Chen often tells his patients. Give it proper morning care, and it will bloom throughout the day. Remember, consistency is crucial. Even missing 2 consecutive mornings can set back your progress. Dr. Chen recommends setting a gentle alarm 15 minutes earlier than usual to ensure you have time for this vital routine. He emphasizes the importance of following the sequence exactly as prescribed. Begin with the forehead tapping and sunlight exposure. Move to proper hydration with room temperature salt water, and complete the routine with cross-body movements. Now at 92, Dr. Chen still performs this routine every morning before seeing patients. "The mind is a terrible thing to waste," he says, "but a wonderful thing to maintain." 2. The Clear Mind Gateway. When Dr. Chen discusses cognitive clarity, he often points to an overlooked area, 3 specific points on the head that he calls the Clear Mind Gateway. Modern science is now confirming what he learned through decades of medical practice. Activating these points can significantly boost mental performance. A groundbreaking 2023 study from Mayo Clinic reveals that proper stimulation of these areas can enhance neural pathway efficiency by up to 40% in adults over 65. The secret lies in a precise activation sequence of 3 vital points. Think of these points as doorways to your brain's potential, Dr. Chen explains, demonstrating the gentle circular motions on his own temples. The first point sits at the center of your forehead, just above the eyebrows. The second and third points are located on the temples, about an inch behind each eye. Using your fingertips, apply gentle pressure in clockwise circles for exactly 30 seconds at each point. The timing and pressure are crucial, Dr. Chen emphasizes, recalling a breakthrough case. Mr. Rodriguez, a retired university professor, came to me struggling to maintain his part-time teaching position at 82. His lecture notes, once organized perfectly, had become a source of confusion. After incorporating the 3-point stimulation into his daily routine, Mr. Rodriguez experienced a remarkable transformation. Within 6 weeks, he was teaching complex economics concepts without notes. The technique requires warm hands and complete focus. Start by warming your fingers through gentle rubbing. Then, sitting comfortably with eyes closed, begin the sequence at the forehead point. Imagine you're gently turning a key to unlock each gateway, Dr. Chen often tells his patients. The pressure should be firm enough to feel, but never uncomfortable. Warning signs that demand immediate attention include persistent headaches, unusual pressure sensations, or dizziness during the practice. These symptoms could indicate improper technique or underlying conditions requiring medical evaluation. Listen to your body, doctor, Chen advises. It will tell you what it needs. For busy individuals, Dr. Chen suggests incorporating this practice during morning grooming routines. Even while applying your face cream or washing, you can activate these points, he shares. The key is maintaining consistency and proper technique. Recent research from Mayo Clinic supports Dr. Chen's methodology, showing that regular stimulation of these points increases blood flow to critical brain areas by 35%. We're not just improving circulation, Dr. Chen explains. We're awakening dormant neural pathways. The results have been remarkable. A study of Dr. Chen's patients showed that 89% reported improved mental clarity within the first month. More impressively, 73% maintained these improvements even after 2 years of consistent practice. For optimal results, Doctor, Chen recommends performing this sequence twice daily, morning and early evening. The evening session is particularly important, he notes. It helps clear the mental debris of the day and prepares your brain for restorative sleep. At 92, Doctor, Chen still performs this ritual before every patient consultation. The mind is like a fine musical instrument, he says with a gentle smile. These points are the tuning keys that keep it playing in perfect harmony. Remember, as Dr. Chen always emphasizes, the path to mental clarity isn't found in complex treatments or expensive medications. It's in understanding and caring for these simple gateways that nature has provided us. 3. The memory lock. When Dr. Chen introduces his third vital technique, he often surprises his patients by focusing on hand movements. The connection between hand coordination and memory is one of medicine's most overlooked secrets, he explains while demonstrating a series of precise finger movements. A 2023 Johns Hopkins study validates his approach, showing that specific hand exercises can enhance memory retention by up to 35% in adults over 60. Think of your hands as external hard drives for your brain, Dr. Chen demonstrates, his own fingers moving with remarkable precision. The technique begins with what he calls the memory lock, a sequence of finger-to-thumb connections that must be performed in exact order. Start with your thumb touching each fingertip in sequence, then reverse the pattern. The key is maintaining perfect awareness of each connection. The next phase involves what Dr. Chen terms mirror movements. Hold both hands in front of you, performing identical movements simultaneously. We're creating synchronization between brain hemispheres, he explains, his voice carrying decades of conviction. Recent neurological research shows this simple practice increases neural connectivity by 28%. One of Dr. Chen's most remarkable success stories involves Mrs. Chen, no relation, a retired software engineer. At 68, she came to me distressed about forgetting basic programming concepts she'd known for decades, he recalls. After 6 weeks of dedicated hand movement practice, she not only regained her coding expertise, but started teaching programming to seniors at her community center. The sequence must be performed with focused attention. Mindless movement brings mindless results, Dr. Chen cautions. Each touch should be deliberate, each movement precise. The practice requires only 10 minutes, but those minutes must be fully dedicated to the task. For those with joint issues, Dr. Chen offers modifications. Start with gentle movements, focusing on accuracy rather than speed, he advises. Even simplified versions show significant benefits, with patients reporting improved dexterity and sharper recall within weeks. Warning signs to watch for include unusual joint pain, numbness, or tingling during the exercises. These symptoms could indicate improper technique or underlying conditions requiring medical attention. Your body's signals are its way of guiding you, Dr. Chen reminds his patients. The science behind this method is compelling. Johns Hopkins researchers discovered that finger exercises stimulate areas of the brain responsible for both memory formation and recall. It's like creating a backup system for your memories, Dr. Chen explains. Results have been consistently impressive. 92% of patients following the protocol report noticeable improvements in both short-term and long-term memory within 3 months. Even more encouraging, these improvements persist as long as the practice continues. At his clinic, Dr. Chen leads group sessions where patients practice these movements together. The energy in the room is remarkable, he says. You can almost see the memories becoming stronger, the minds becoming sharper. Now at 92, Dr. Chen attributes much of his own mental acuity to these daily hand exercises. Every morning before I see patients, I lock in my memories with these movements, he shares. It's not just about remembering, it's about staying connected to who we are. 4. The night restoration. When Dr. Chen reveals his final vital technique, he often speaks in a hushed tone, as if sharing a precious secret. The hours before sleep are golden for brain restoration, he explains while demonstrating his evening protocol. Recent UCLA research confirms his decades of observation. Proper nighttime brain care can enhance memory consolidation by up to 89% and significantly slow cognitive decline. Think of your brain as a library that needs nightly reorganizing. Dr. Chen demonstrates the first step of his evening ritual. The technique begins with what he calls the night cascade, a gentle massage starting from the crown of the head, moving down to the base of the skull in smooth, flowing movements. This simple action, according to recent studies, triggers the brain's natural cleaning cycle. Dr. Chen's evening protocol gained international attention through Dr. Williams's case. At 79, this retired neurosurgeon was struggling with sleep and declining cognitive function. He came to me skeptical but desperate, Dr. Chen recalls. After implementing our evening protocol, Not only did his sleep improve dramatically, but his surgical memory, the intricate details of thousands of operations, began returning with remarkable clarity. The sequence continues with what Dr. Chen calls brain breathing, a specific pattern of breath synchronized with gentle scalp touches. Place your fingertips on your temples. Inhale for 4 counts while applying light pressure. Hold for 4, then release the pressure as you exhale for 8 counts. We're literally helping the brain transition to its restoration phase, he explains. Warning signs that demand immediate attention include persistent headaches during the practice, unusual pressure sensations, or increased sleep disturbances. These symptoms could indicate underlying issues requiring medical evaluation. The body's warnings are its wisdom speaking, Dr. Chen often reminds his patients. For those struggling with insomnia, Dr. Chen offers a modified version. Begin with just the head massage, focusing on the sensation of release, he advises. Even this simplified approach shows remarkable results, with patients reporting improved sleep quality within days. UCLA's research has revealed why this technique works. The specific movements and pressure points stimulate the brain's glymphatic system, its natural cleaning mechanism. During sleep, your brain removes accumulated waste products, Dr. Chen explains. Our evening protocol helps optimize this vital process. The success rate has been remarkable. 89% of patients following the protocol report significantly improved sleep quality and sharper morning cognition within 60 days. But the real magic, Dr. Chen adds, happens when combining this with our morning practices. For optimal results, Dr. Chen recommends performing this sequence precisely 30 minutes before bedtime. Timing is crucial, he emphasizes. This is when your brain is most receptive to entering its restoration phase. At 92, Dr. Chen still follows this protocol religiously every evening. Each night, as I perform these movements, I'm not just preparing for sleep, he shares with a gentle smile. I'm investing in tomorrow's clarity. His evening ritual, combined with his other techniques, has helped thousands maintain sharp minds well into their 90s. Remember, he concludes, quality sleep isn't just about resting, it's about restoring your brain's full potential for another day of vibrant life. At 92, Dr. James Chen still maintains his thriving practice in Boston's Beacon Hill, his mind as sharp as doctors half his age. People often ask me the secret to my mental clarity, he shares, his eyes twinkling with wisdom earned through decades of practice. It's not about expensive supplements or complex treatments. These 4 simple daily practices have kept both my mind and my patients' minds vibrant through the years. Through his remarkable career spanning 65 years, Dr. Chen has witnessed thousands of transformations. From the retired professor who returned to teaching at 82, to the grandmother who now leads memory training sessions at her senior center. These success stories all began with the same simple practices he's shared today. The brain is like a precious garden, Dr. Chen often says, tending to his own flourishing garden each morning. Start with gentle care, be consistent, and watch how it blooms. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Many of his most successful patients started these practices well into their 80s. If you found value in these life-changing insights, don't keep them to yourself. Share this video with someone who could benefit. Your simple share could be the key to transforming another person's life. Hit subscribe for more wisdom from Dr. Chen and let us know in the comments which technique you'll start with today. And stay tuned for our next video where Dr. Chen will reveal 5 morning habits of 90-plus-year-olds. Secrets that have kept him and his longest living patients active and independent well into their golden years. Consistency beats intensity, Dr. Chen reminds us with a gentle smile.